Hello everyone and welcome to, what are we on? Turn 25. What have we got? Expecting a bit of a mess. Aha, cavalry has reappeared. We'll start off at this end. Cavalry has reappeared, so I don't think I'll have time to spring my trap. However, I'm going to be quite careful here about what I do with my 6 squadrons that I do have. Cossacks and Lancers. I'm not too overly concerned about them. I know Cossacks won't be any more than C. And Lancers, they're probably going to be C, maybe even D. And he's turning people around. Why? Is he coming and going to push the woods? I might be considering, or I might consider just turning everyone about face. Well, his batteries have gone, yep, so they're fairly safe. So I think I might just, for a turn or two, bring everyone about face. Be nice if they could sort of sort themselves out, get out of square. And yeah, bring them back to make him sort of double guess whatever he's doing up here. That'll be, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Around here, ooh, routed units, just skirmishes. Okay, I think he's bringing everyone back by the look of it. Doesn't look like they're advancing. Need is Goldsdorff. What have we got? Ooh, he's made it all this way up. He's made it to the crossing. God blimey. It's going to be some lucky dice rolls to sort this lot out, that's for sure. I do have some reserves. They are tired though. We've got some under Hulo, they're knackered. And he's pushing for this crossing. Okay, interesting. Germans held out for the most part, but he is going through that gap. So possibly have to bring some more cavalry around. And it looks like he's going to go for the middle. You've got a lot of infantry there, and he's pushing forward with some. He's got some cavalry. That hex stayed. That's good. I thought they might get overrun. Okay, and then reinforcements, just bringing them up. I can't remember if it said reinforcements coming or not. After all that, Seehausen, he's just inching his way forward by the look of it. And Russians, we've got artillery, no, guard units, no, and some hussars. Getting reinforcements up there, so fairly stable. Could have been worse. We must have had some dice rolls finally go away. And plan for this turn, hold out. Hold out everywhere. Get reinforcements up in that southwest corner, and then I think, as I said, I'm going to bring, let's get my pen up, bring these guys just back up here for a turn or two, just because that will make him double guess what I'm doing, and make him re-alter his plans. In our emails we're saying, you know, this, every turn I'm sort of, I don't really have a... Well, I do have a grand plan, I suppose, but every turn I'm having to alter it and adapt, and he's saying exactly the same thing. That's why it's such a good battle, I think. Spread out. There's no one area of operations. As we said last time, there's going to be about 4 main operations. The Woods, Niedersdorf, Goldsdorff, and around Seehausen by the look of it now. And so whatever he's doing here, because he's taken his artillery, he's brought his cavalry forward, and units are sort of about faced. Just because he probably thinks I'm going to go away, I'm going to come back for a bit, and then he's going to have to double guess. All about tying troops down here, remember. I'm not after that high ground, I'm not necessarily after that victory point. I just want to tie these troops down so that they can't get to Niedersdorf and attack me from behind. So I'll get moving, and I shall see you in a few secs. I dare say there's going to be a little bit of action this turn. We'll start up in this northeast corner then, around sort of northeast of Dennewitz. Carry on bringing these chasseurs chevals around there. We're going to put a squadron on that road, and sort of a reserve here with my leader there, Loge, just in case something creeps up that road. They're poised. They're poised. Now, if he goes down this river here, he's going to get all disrupted. So he can't charge if he does disorder. And we've got to have a hex in between to charge. So they're poised quite nicely. As I said, started bringing most of these troops back as well, just to keep them second guessing. I suppose we have got some artillery that we can have a crack at. our pop guns. Do you know what? I'm not even going to fire with our pop guns. Just because a bit wary about ammo. I'm not even halfway through. I can't remember what I started with now. I will with these ones. Hardly worth it. Our one gun, because they're double stacked. We've got some skirmishes there. Yeah, this column. Opportunity fire. Can't see anything for them. Excuse me, the Milan Guards. Let's fire into them. Okay. That battery here, I am bringing them back to the bridges, just because the bridges need a bit of protection. They're going to hold tight because they're knackered and they're disordered. Skirmishes, though, can have a go. Really poor skirmishing, gents. What else have we got? So they're knackered. They can just be a reserve somewhere back here. That's not a bad battalion. Who else have we got? Pioneers. They're not going to do anything. They're going to protect the guns. Around the bridge then. So, we'll start with this sort of crossing down here. Moved a lot of skirmishers out and around. Brought a column. Our battalion up to protect those guns and to protect the crossing. And brought some reserves forward as well, put them into line, just because, got to protect that crossing. Up here, we've got some artillery now. Who's the best? I think no, probably these actually. They're my biggest threat. Took a chunk out of them anyway. Around here, we've got them. Can they fire on them? Actually, I want you to fire on them. Probably can't see them. No. Poor, very poor. Now we've got Bertrand and Ney. And Morand. Morand, you're going to come into that bunch there. Our Legers, what can you deal out? Not bad, not a bad bit of punishment. She's still 600 odd. And these line troops, them. What can our artillery see now? This is the question. Nobody. Bugger. Bugger. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. I would say they're not going to last much longer. Who have we got back here? I hate counter battery fire. Someone mentioned in the comments, counter battery fire is only effective when used against you. It never seems to, I've noticed this, it's a common theme, so I never do it. However, my opponent in a 50, 100 turn game easily take 40, 50 guns just with counter battery fire. It just never seems to work for me. Wasn't always the done thing anyway. I'm not saying it's a gamey, by all means, but I'm just saying it wasn't as common as you might think. Got some routed troops there. Let's take a couple of them. And again, supplies even routed units again, I suppose. Just to make sure they're routed and to take some numbers with them. I think it's about all we can do. Bringing up some reserves here. Yeah, think. So look who's fired. Everyone that can fire has sort of fired anyway. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Germans at Goldsdorff. What have we got here? So, the most exciting part, I think. Brought some horse artillery up to blast these chaps. bad. Ooh, very small line here. But we do have a cavalry charge. And what I'm going to have to do is... These guys can charge because I haven't changed direction. They were a bit muddled, let's say, so they can still join in. And let's just teach them a little lesson. Wow. Okay. Won't repeat that. We got there some skirmishes. 600 and 400. They're more likely to... Even though they're disordered, they're going to get up into the fight. Okay. And we do have a couple of units in here. Ah, that's because they were in that bloody windmill. Okay. Right there. Put you in there just for a barrier. And why not? Yeah, we'll fire on you. I can't wait for some more artillery to come up here. So movement-wise, what we did there is brought 2 more squadrons of dragoons around here and my cuirassiers, so they're going to protect that sort of right-hand flank there. Brought some more skirmishes back in that have sorted themselves out. What are we doing with supply? Loads of supply. They're in a square, but that cavalry seems to be moving. I think, personally, they'd be better off in line. Which is what I'm going to do. We might charge them. I tell you what, we'll bring you back like that. Put you in column for now. No, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to take some skirmishes. That's 700 against 90 lancers. That's not going to work. You can probably go out of square. I need to bring some reinforcements up before I sort of go in the offensive, I think. So we'll sort them out. What I'm tempted to do is, it might work. You only live once and all that. Let's try. Let's try. Sometimes they'll just overrun, which they did. Perfect. And they've overrun them as well. Perfect. Is it asking too much of 90 lancers to go against 500 light troops? Come on, Krakowski. You can do this. I have faith that you're going to get wiped out. Oh, no. Oh, well. But we pushed them back. Fair play to you. Okay, so that's good. That's good. I'll take that. I'd say we won that little battle overall at the expense of pretty much the whole lot. Never mind, we've got reinforcements coming up. Now we've got a lone battalion. No leader though. Who have we got around here? They're far too far away. Is it a good chance now to bring up reinforcements? That's what, 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns, let's say, until they're actually being able to be used. Now we'll let him think about what he's done there. I'm just tempted there, just because of how well they did there. Yes, let's go. Why not? They're just 90 lancers. They might disrupt them. Not too bad. I'll take that. And we do have those Polish line troops there and some horse artillery, so we're all good. Yeah, I'll take that. Reinforcement wise, just everybody's doing what they're doing, just slow to be doing it. Seehausen, he's inching his way forward. and 150, 150. And what we got? I'll tell you what. No, I'm getting a bit brave now. I was just thinking, you know, counter charge there, but then Seehausen's open. They're at least 2 or 3 turns away to try and charge. Well, we all double up though. Bloody disordered troops. They're not facing the same way. They are now. And then have a bit of reserve there. Okay, so just in case he decides to get a bit funny, then we can counter it. Other than that, Germans and Poles and everywhere, basically, coming in. Organised chaos, as I keep saying. So I'm going to leave that there, I think. My only little question here is, do I or do I not bring them up to view? No. He's not going anywhere with them. They possibly won't even stand a routing check. And okay, I've got a bit of a gap there, but I do have troops coming up, and we've got some troops here to cover them as well. That's what else I did. I brought them up here. Going to get a little bit of a concentration on force here, and then bring them up through. That's not what I want. I want this up through this gap, just because they're protected by that cavalry from those squares and my cavalry there, and nip him in this corner, and threaten his sort of centre right in this area. It will be. Am I right in saying centre right? Yeah. That's a lot of cavalry there. But he does like to use small squadrons. That's... He's got some artillery. He does like to use small squadrons. For me, I like squadrons to be... It's a nice looking unit. I like squadrons to be about 150. That's kind of an optimum number. No more... Well, sometimes more. It depends on what the regiment was if you've got to break them down. But 40s and 50s, a little bit small for me. That's kind of pelotons and things like that. So... Or half squadrons, and that's getting into the debate, a time-old debate. Did infantry operate in squadrons? Yes, they did. They even operated in half squadrons and pelotons, sort of mini squadrons. But we'll leave that one for another day. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll send this back to Devon. What I will do is just press the next turn, and we do have some line troops coming. Good, and you're just going to go straight up to Goldsdorff. Perfect. See you on the next one. Right, welcome back. Turn 26. 3:10 in the afternoon. Reinforcements have arrived. Good. 5 units disordered. 1 rally, 1 recovered. 2 routed. And resupply. And looks like we lost our leader. Krukowski has gone. Okay. What mess have we got in this turn? Germans by the look of it. All seems to be Germans as well. No major issue. He hasn't pushed up that high ground yet, which is interesting. Have we got some cavalry that's lined up? Cuirassiers, have they sorted themselves out? You have, good. So we can sort them out for a turn charge next turn. At the bridge, or the crossing, I shouldn't say bridge really, it's only a tiny little bridge. Hasn't pushed forward, oh, but he has pushed cavalry forward, which is interesting. I'm just wondering, does he know that you can't pass a creek? That better be a creek, actually. Yeah, it is a creek. I wonder if he got caught with that. It's a horrible thing to learn. Most people actually learn, well, not most, but a lot of people learn the hard way that way. Creeks are annoying. And dark blue, creek, you can't pass. Light blue, stream, you can. That's why this infantry of mine's heading up there, because they can pass the stream, but not the creek. At the woods, the forest, nothing major. Bringing his cavalry down by the look of it. And is he bringing troops across here to have a go at the woods again? I'd love to know what's up behind here. I'd love to know what's up behind here. Don't really have anybody that I can send up. Unless I sent some scouts across there and then up there. But that's hard going. They'll get disordered and just easy pickings for his cavalry. Seehausen will be the last place. Oof. Did he charge with them? Possibly? I don't know. I didn't watch the turn back. I would say he did, you know. Just because they're all disordered. One of my units is disordered. The fatigue, yeah, he definitely did. He definitely did. Brave. Cavalry into a town. Brave man. That's kind of why I put him there. as well, remember, just because I know that exactly for this reason. They're going to be hard to budge out of there. They're going to disorder. So you can't use them now. You can't charge with them. Can't melee with them unless there's a leader there. Counter charge, possibly. Ooh, it's a nice juicy target. However, won't be able to do it. Won't be able to do it. Reinforcements, 2 turns maybe before they get to the outskirts. So, where are we? Got a lot of units now building up. Start up here by Jutterberg. Carry on bringing these units around here just to keep an eye on that road. Going to keep my 6 squadrons here just if he sticks his nose out they can have a charge. Carry on bringing these units here back up. I'm going to have to defend against this cavalry now by the looks of it, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Continue holding the woods. Bring this battery back. Pushing back from the... that's quite good that they're not in... that they haven't disordered, so I can put them into square to deal with that cavalry, which is good. He's not coming to Dennewitz by the look of it, which is good. Pushing back from this bridge. Organise the Germans a little bit, get some cavalry poised for a charge the next turn, including some cuirassiers. Only quality B. They're heavy though, I've still got faith in my cuirassier. Righted units, we've got just all skirmishes and the actual line troops themselves. Bit of a mess here, sort this out. I think he's edging forward with that cavalry from, if I didn't know any better. Must get into the habit of watching turns back. It's the time factor, watching turns back. I've got half a dozen 7A games going on. Some of them a lot larger than this, and just I can't watch the turns back. And if I do, I tend to get distracted by other stuff. I'll start watching it and then go off and make a cup of tea or look online at something or, you know, do something else, and then I'll come back to it and it's pointless anyway. Continue bringing my reinforcements forward. Get this force built up in this sort of corner. Get my units continuing going up. On other news, Devon and I, somebody did suggest this, I haven't got the comments in front of me, but it's near the start, somebody did suggest why don't we do 1776 campaign or 1812, and Devon's not opposed to an 1812 campaign. I'd be more willing to do an 1812 rather than 1776 just because I'm a Napoleonic PC wargamer, and I could say that 1812 technically by extension is Napoleonic Wars. So I think that's going to be our next thing that we're going to do. Makes sense. Britain against America and Canada. Well, Canada and Britain. And the Indians. Sorry, am I allowed to say that now? I don't. You know what I mean. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do next. We're going to do an 1812 campaign next. Maybe a campaign, actually, rather than just individual battles. But we'll see. We'll see. We're going to get through this one first. We're not quite... well, almost halfway. Right, I'm going to get moving and see you in a few. Okay, I think that's everybody moved. Strasbourg, first things first, Chasseurs Chevals taking their merry time going through the fields. Just try and get to that road, bringing everybody back up to deal with this cavalry. You won't get there in time to charge them, so they're going to square next turn. What can my artillery see? Not quite. I'll help them select them. They can't quite see. I'll tell you what, we will do that. They can't quite see this cavalry yet, but that's no major issue because we've got these guns for opportunity fire, which can see them. 20s and 40s. So what have we got? Those 40s. My favourite. One man. Again, pretty poor all round with artillery. What do we got up here? He's moving his artillery. What we got there? This is the bit where I keep quiet just because of the amount of opportunity fire you get back. So what do we got here? One gun. Milan Guard are coming up in a second. I'm not doing too bad. I'm familiar with them. There we go. I'm going to push some skirmishes out of the woods here. Yeah, both formations, I think. Do you know what? We're going to threaten. Just give them a bit of a bloody nose there, which we can't do, but never mind. They're absolutely knackered, so we'll bring these chaps up. That's where we're at with the woods. Bringing that... that's another thing. That artillery, me being me, using fast track movement, not doing it hex by hex, they went out into the open and got fired on by that battery, and worse than that, he knows that I'm taking it back now, so he knows that I'm possibly weak there. My own fault, bloody pathfinding. Just, well, go through the woods when I tell you to. Okay. Around here then, so I managed to get everybody into square, which is good. Surprised they didn't disorder. What's he got? Oh, Death Head Hussars. I feel bad for doing it because they're one of my favourite units, but needs must. And 30 and a 10. Line against cavalry, that'd be nice. Should be. Oof, yes. Good. That's a lot. That's a big chunk. I'd say it's a hard lesson to learn, Devon, when you watch this back. Can't go across creeks, and I'm just well protected. And yep, square is the best defensive formation against cavalry. However, line is definitely the best offensive formation against, well, pretty much everyone. The amount of firepower you get. Can we fire on some troops behind? Yes. Oh, nice. Some more. Oh, nice volley, nice volley. Not bad again. What's going to go wrong? Why is it all going right? Going to get to the Germans that in a minute, and they're just going to get hammered. Nice. Nice. Oh, nice. Indirect fire. Didn't mean to fire there, but that was good. Best of a bad situation. Bring you forward. So I think everyone's fired around there. That was quite a nice turn around here. Quite pleased with how that went. Move them across the stream, which I can move across the stream. The light blue bit. What else we got down here? We got some skirmishes. Might as well take a pot shot. I will take that. I will definitely take that indeed. Looks like he might be creeping down here, if I'm not mistaken. Cavalry, okay, 40, 50 units, not the end of the world. Right, so quite pleased with how it went at Goldsdorff. Germans. Got some skirmishes up here just to delay his advance a little bit, firing them from behind. Some horse artillery. Oof, lovely. Still 600. What's happened to the dice? All going in my favour. Now I have some cavalry here that I have poised for a charge the next turn. The only problem that I can see is that he might bring these guys forward. I'd say he's going to go for the guns, I would have thought, rather than... Actually, I might actually... Yeah, let's dismount them. Use them as line troops, I think. And can you come back? Yes. Okay, it's not the right leader, but you stay there. I'm thinking he's going to bring those line troops up to take the guns out instead. But if he comes forward to the cavalry, then I'm going to lose my chance to charge because I need a hex in between. So I've done that there with them. I think I might just... what I'll do is I will bring my cuirasses back. That's exactly what I'll do. Bring them back. And then my poor dragoons, use them as bait. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I can always pick them up on the way when I charge, if that makes sense. So I charge with these, pick them up on the way, and then get whoever ends up out here. That's what I think he's going to do. Right, what else have we got? We got some skirmishes there. We've got these chaps in the windmill. I've got some low ammo there, so we need some resupply. Still 600 odd, and some reserve entry, which looks quite fresh, so I'll go there. 19, so yeah, the dice aren't all going my way. Fire on them from up here. Quite high fatigue, he's got that. And quite high as well. How can they see over the field? Oh, that's because they're below the thing. Okay, no problem at all. So, we're holding out there. Got some cavalry for next turn. Routed units, you're all sort of, that's the rally point. Try and get Falconer to sort you out. Other than that, brought some horse artillery up here to start taking pot shots at his cavalry, which I'm duly going to do. We've got another battery coming up for the next turn, bringing some cavalry forward here and here. Accidentally also move again. He's up on the hill, he can see now that I've got something here. So all of this has probably not gone to waste, but a little bit peeved. My own fault again. Out, right click, and they decide to... Oh, I'm just going to pop my head up for you. Never mind. It's simulating that somebody broke rank, went outside their lines, and it could happen. It could happen. Yeah, I think we're quite good here. Bit of a gap there that's going to be filled in a second. Got some artillery just in case he does decide to venture down. I'm just trying to think, is that the best way? Yeah. Yep. Seahausen did nothing. I'm not going to do anything around Seahausen. I'm going to wait for my reinforcements, which are going to be there probably next turn. My first squadron. Everyone else down here is on their way up. We do have some reinforcements. Foot artillery, nice, and some supply. It's always helpful, useful. So they're going to go up towards Goldsdorff. Enough on that left flank. Can always push forward around here as well. So let's have a look at victory then. What were we on? A draw at the minute. French losses, what's that? Just call that 4,000. 700 cavalry, 8 artillery, 2 leaders. And he's... which is not too far off at all, really. He's lost, what, 700-800 more infantry, 50 more cavalry, couple less guns, and 2 leaders. So, yeah, it is definitely a draw. Be interesting to see. Biggest concern that I've got, he's left some Prussians up here. Although, just pioneers, that's all I can see. Some supply. That he's got something in Jutterberg. Although, very canny if he hasn't brought it forward yet. Or reinforcements arrive here. And the Swedes. I don't believe that that's the only Swedes he's got. And Russians. I think there's going to be a chunk around here somewhere. Holding for the moment. Happy days. Pleased with that. I'm going to send that back to them, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your comments. Comment below if you we think 1812 campaign will be worth this. 1776 is just a little bit outside the realms of what I'm trying to do here, basically, with the channel and the page and stuff. So yeah, 1812, good, bad, yes. Would you want to watch that? Let us know. Okay, thanks very much. Have a good evening. Catch you in the next one.